Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful day here in Pagosa Springs, and we are very excited that we are starting a new video series called Spotlight on Business. We are here at Healing Waters, which is one of Pagosa's longest running businesses, Pagosa Springs. So who better than to kick off our series than the Pruitts here at Healing Waters. You have to bear with me. This is our very first in the series, so we may have a few glitches, but let's hope not. But we will be producing this series, and it will have a new business every Monday at noon. So you can live stream it at noon every Monday, or you can look at it later when you're cooking dinner or doing whatever you need to do later on in the day. But the important thing is that we're going to find out a lot about our businesses here in the community. We're going to be doing some older businesses that have been with us for decades, interspersed with businesses that are brand new. We're going to find some behind the scenes stories, find out about these business owners and people who run these wonderful, wonderful businesses in our community. So stay tuned, because here we go. Let's start off first today with our guest, which is Healing Waters. And I just think it's fabulous that we have Marcia Pruitt and Angel Pruitt Star here with us today. And we are going to switch over to them. And here we go. Ladies, hello. How are you today? Welcome. We have Marcia and Angel with us today at wonderful Healing Waters. Ladies, how long has this business been in business?
So my grandparents came in 1950. So next year will be 75 years. And those two little munchkins you may see in the background are my niece and my youngest son. So they'll be the next generation.
So how many generations has this business seen?
Angel is the
Third generation. Well, you know, that's one of the important things that we want to highlight in this business series is how many multi-generational businesses we really have in this community. So 3 generations, started in 1950. Marcia, can you maybe give us a quick rundown of how it started and how it's come through the years?
My folks came in 1950. The pool was here. 28 cabins with no indoor plumbing or electricity. They had ice boxes. My dad started building the cabins. He built the new bathhouse and the dressing rooms at the pool in 1956, I think, and started building the rest of the rooms sometime around that time also.
Wow. And so then what was the next major transition?
Probably the bathhouse. It was the big one.
Uh-huh.
And then the last one was the 2-story units.
Okay.
And it was in 1984.
Okay, 1984. So I think what's interesting here is not only do you have lodging, but you also have the mineral hot springs. I am just always amazed, Marcia, at how knowledgeable you need to be about not only just the lodging and hospitality industry, but knowing about the mineral waters that you have and your water usage rights.
Yes, that's a big part of the motel and what we've been through. At one point, there were just, 5 or 6 businesses around town, the Los Baños, the Pagosa Hotel. Everybody had their own wells, and they were capping those off in the spring at that time came in, and then other people started wanting the hot water and not realizing that you had to apply for permits and all that kind of stuff. We do have the second water right. The number one is the spring itself, and we have the second longest water right, or however you say that.
Sure. Very cool. Oh my gosh.
We could talk all day about water, and you go into the healing properties and how the Native Americans have used it forever, and people would come from back east, ride the trains to Trinidad, Awesomeburg, catch us up and stay. And yeah, it's just at that point when my folks came, that's what it was. People came for.
Well, I remember your mother passed away at 90.
She was a month from being 97.
97. I remember her telling me that her secret to longevity was a glass of healing of mineral water and a glass of wine a day, and red wine a day. And I said, which one had the best properties? And she said, I don't know, but whatever that, it's worked for so long, I'm not picking up that combination. So, Angel, when did you get involved in the business, really? I mean, I know you grew up around it, but when did you really start getting involved in the business?
So we grew up here, which meant we had to clean rooms and watch the front desk and do everything from a young age. When I was growing up, I remember Mom would be like, so do you want to cook dinner or do you want to watch the front? So, but I came back really in about 2006, 2007, after college and living in Texas for a brief stint. And that's kind of more when I took over because Dad, my dad had retired and they were traveling more. And so I was here more.
Great. Well, having owned the business for so long, we have to ask this question. What's one mistake you just wish you hadn't made? And you can only choose one.
Just one.
Because this is a short show.
I don't think there are really any mistakes. I've just kind of always been honestly a person that believes everything's going to work out, and it always has.
It always has. Well, what do you like best about this business? But from each of you.
I like the people that have always come and they come for the healing properties, because I believe, and I truly believe this, even people that used to come specifically for different things, that there is so much more to natural healing with mineral water. The steam room, I love the steam room. And
that is one of my favorites as well.
It's just amazing.
Sure. Angel, what do you like best about the business?
She kind of took mine, but I do think it is the people that come back and that come all the time. I mean, I have memories going back as far as there was a group, there were 3 couples Italian couples that used to come from Denver every summer and stay a couple weeks. And I remember just all the time, like they would cook and I would eat with them every night and play cards with them. And then, kids that were my age, Sarah, her parents, I believe they were from Santa Fe, and they used to come up all the time when I was little. I don't remember her last name, but I remember playing with her all the time. And now, we have our regular people that are here that come and stay all the time. So that is definitely one of the nice things about it. The people that do come, the people that love it. I like seeing the people that I grew up with that now have families here and are moving back here when they're out there in the pool with their family, and seeing them come as well. So
Sure. What do you think? Do you have a strength that you think lends itself to this type of business? Marketing, accounting, people skills.
Oh, my strength. Are you talking about my strength?
Your strength.
I don't like. Ugh. So I mean, what I prefer is to be kind of behind the scenes and on the back end. So, I definitely like dealing with the bigger picture moving forward. And, I'm a numbers person. So dealing with the accounting and stuff is that was kind of where my background was anyway.
So before we end, is there something that you want to say about this business or the community or anything like that?
I think, and I truly do, I love this place, and I love Pagosa, and I think there's so much community, especially in the Healing Waters place. I've always been a people person. I like knowing people and visiting with them and hearing their stories. And there are some great stories that have come out of the Healing Waters.
Sure. And you'll see Mom out in the pool when she's here in town pretty much every single morning. So she knows a lot more of the people, especially the annual pass holders that come in the morning every day to soak. So yeah, that's definitely you for sure.
Well, all I can say is your generosity to this community is overwhelming. We see I don't think there's a nonprofit that hasn't benefited from your generosity, and whether it's passes or lodging or any of the amenities that you offer. And so we are so grateful that not only do you have a wonderful business that is part of this community, uh, your amenity is one of the things that makes us famous. And I think that is a great thing to have here. And again, your contributions to this community. 75 years next year here in our community. We can't thank you enough. We hope you all have enjoyed this spotlight on our business, starting with Healing Waters. Join us every week at Monday at noon. Take a break in your day. Find out about all these wonderful businesses that are in our community. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next Monday. Thank you, Marcia and Angel. Thanks for having Healing Waters.